How long you said it's been happening? Anyway, let's see if we can figure it out. Yeah, what up, YouTube? All right, we got a 2006 Mitsubishi Lancer. Customer complaint is that his vehicle is rough starting. I mean, these seats have so better days, but let's see exactly what the customer complaint is. Okay, we got like a hard start. Okay, let's pop the hood and see what's going on. I'm gonna wind this glass down too. All right, I saw the vehicle give me like a hard start thing, and then it finally start and got a rough idle. Okay, so it's a misfire. It should be simple. Right, the vehicle is sounding real rough. So let's do a automatic scan and see if we could pick up the VIN. It's a 2006 or maybe too old. So let's do a manual search. Let's say up to 2005. Okay, press OK. Let's put the key on, engine off while we scan. Gonna do a full scan. Okay, full scan. Right, so while it's running through the system, let's check to see if anything is unplugged on the hood. Right, you know, sometimes these connectors tend to be loose and not making proper connection and causing the vehicle to have a rough idle, or you know, this plug wire is have a short. Right, I got zapped a few times from one of them. So yeah, while we run through the system, right, it doesn't look like we have any fault codes on the MFI, right, which is the multi-point fuel injection system. Okay, but no fault codes, right? No check light either, right? It's getting late, so I'm trying to run through this real quick. Let's go into it and see if we have misfire counters at least. You know, yes, it's an older system, so it may have it, it may not, but I'm hoping that it does. Let me know which cylinder has a misfire, but if it doesn't, then we gotta figure out another way, right? I could check for compression, fuel, stuff like that, but I think may go straight to the coils. Right, we got no codes here. Let's see live data. Do we have a power balance in this? No, we doesn't have one. Injector pulse map. That's it. They don't have anything when it comes to the coils. Do we have active tests? Could we shut down? Can we shut down the injector? Let's try that. Let's start the vehicle up. Okay, so we're gonna shut down number one injector. Let's see what's going on. Right, I just want to do after test. So let's shut down this one. Press OK. Okay, so we was able to shut down number one. Let's go into number two. Let's see. Let's shut down number two. It sounds not bad. Okay, let's go into number three. So you don't want to do this too much because it can end up like messing up the system. But I'm just shutting down the injector for that what you call it, cylinder, and I'm trying to figure out based on the rhythm of the engine where is lacking contribution, right? So this is number 4. Let's try this one. So number 4 sounds the worst. Okay. Right, so let's try something else, right? I'm gonna look at the data PIDs. I want to look at the RPM. Let's look at the RPM. Where is it at? I'm not seeing what RPM is. I don't have RPM. Engine speed. I can probably watch the crank sensor and see exactly if I'm seeing. No, nothing. It's kind of, you know, old school. So we don't have any page to help us, look at the data while we taking off I'm shutting down the injector, right? So we may have to do it old school and pull the plug, pull the coil. I mean, let's try it. So this scan tool was not any help. So let's come out of that and let's go on the hood and see exactly if we can figure something out, right? Probably try the old school method. I mean, it works, man. I mean, I don't always have to go high tech. I can't get to the coils easily from on top. So let's try it, man. I mean, let's see if my pull-out game is that good or not. Right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just set it up right here, and we're gonna like pull the coils one by one, the plug wires one by one, and listen to see what's going on, if it's contributing or not. I'm gonna put on some gloves because I don't want to get shocked. I mean, I got shocked too many times with using this method, right? So, I mean, you're trying to figure out exactly where the misfire is coming from. If you get a hands on test light, put the battery ground or any ground. Matter of fact, we could use any ground, right? We could use the ground right here on the boat, right? So we're gonna use the test light, and we're just gonna go over the plug wires and see if you're losing current. And here you have it. So the plug wires definitely gotta change. I'm gonna see if I can get you a close up. We're just gonna go over the plug wires, real slow. Check properly, make sure that you're not seeing no spark or you're not hearing the change in the engine, right? So this let me know that, look, we found one. So we definitely have a fault right here. The plug wire is leaking. So we gotta get a plug wire, right? Okay, so we definitely have a fault on number 1 plug wire. So I gotta replace that one, right? But we gotta also check to make sure that the coil is also don't have the fault, right? So I'm going to remove these bolts, and you listen for the engine change when you release the bolts, right? So if you hear the tone of the bolts, so you see why I wear gloves. Look how close my hand is, so I don't want to get shocked. Right, so just let this come up, and you just raise it up slowly. So you see the change in the engine. Okay, so that's one. And you can try the first one. This is a waste spark setup, so 1 coil supplies 2 cylinders. So you just trying to get this out, and you just raise it up slowly. I'm not hearing much change on cylinder number 2 compared to cylinder number 4. So, all right, let's switch this off. So let's inspect the coil and plugs and make sure all is well, you dig? Because I mean, it could have like oil down in the cylinder, and it has, and you see that it's damaged right here. Okay, so it could be that. Matter of fact, here it is. That's where it's leaking right there. So we're gonna get some fresh coils and plug wires for this vehicle, and it should be good to go, right? So I'm gonna inform the customer that you have to replace the oil, the seal, because oil is going down the coil, right? And you see that like it have oil on it. So probably gotta change the gasket too. You dig? Because you see oil is leaking and going down in the cylinder. You're gonna replace these spark plug seals, right? I also got the valve cover seals. Seal that I'm gonna change because I'm gonna try to, refrain from having oil go down in the spark plug, right? So let's make sure these are on correct, right? And push it down. Okay, cool. Let's put the cover back on, and I got the coil. I got a brand new coil. I'm gonna install this also with the fresh plug wire, and let's start the vehicle up and see if we get this rid of this misfire. I was able to replace the coils and the plug wires, so let's do our check again and see if we get any leaks. Nope, we're not getting anything. Nothing. So yeah, definitely gonna call that a fix. Right, so don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, share, comment, all that good stuff. I mean, it's quick, straight to the point, dirty, right? Basically, I diagnosed this vehicle with a test light, and I was able to, solve the problem, right? So until next time, y'all take it easy.